here a cheque for £250 for the Oxnop Singers. So could I have Avril up here, please?
You have to give me a kiss.
Say a few words.
Say a few words. You always do that.
Well, just on behalf of the Oxnop Singers, I'd like to thank the Strawrace Committee for thinking of us, and it will go to some very good use and buy some really, really good music, and you can all come and hear our concert, which is in April.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
The next up is a cheque for £500 for the Oxenhope Community Centre. So could I have Tony up here, please?
I'd just like to say thank you to the Strawrace and to all the people who raise money as well. This will be put to good use. The community centre needs a lot of money at the moment to spend on these new rooms, these new lighting, etc. Windows as well, which are falling out. So, good.
And is it for the first time this year, Oxenhope Youth Club? Yes. Yep. We have a cheque for £500 for the Oxenhope Youth Club. So could Derek, Ella and Georgina please come up and collect their cheque? £500.
Just a word of thanks to the Strawrace Committee. As you're aware, it is our first time here. It's newly formed this year, really on the instigation of these guys. They're the workers behind the youth club. We formed a proper management committee, it's a proper constitution, and we have 5 of the younger ones on our management committee. These 2 are the driving force. So once again, thanks very much to the Strawrace.
So, moving on then to another cheque for £1,000 to Faith and Lights. So, can we have Janice up here?
Thank you very, very much. I've been leader of Faith and Light for the last 26 years. And before that, Jean was for 6 years. And I think there's only 1 year in all that time that we haven't received money from the Strawrace. I think that's absolutely wonderful. And tonight, I just feel like crying. Thank you very much for everyone that works for it. It's wonderful.
And another cheque for £1,000. Very pleased to give this to the British Heart Foundation. So could I please have Celia up here to collect?
Thank you very much. Like the others, we seem to be getting money from the Strawrace for the Heart Foundation. We've been going 30 years and it's been nearly as long. And the first time we got money from you, it was for the first defibrillator for the Keighley ambulance people in Keighley. And it was a great thing, was a defibrillator. Well, we've just launched this year, the Heart Foundation, a 5-year research project into regenerating heart tissue to lend hearts when you've had a heart attack. 50 million over 5 years. So we've gone a long way, haven't we, from a defibrillator about 25 years ago to all that research. And a lot of it's been thanks very much to you. You've given us a lot of money over the years. Thank you very much.
So, next up, I have another cheque here for £1,000. And this one goes to MenCap. So, could we please have Sue and Margot here, please?
you. Thank you.
I'd just like to say thank you very, very much. We're so grateful, aren't we, Margot? Keith Mencat provides a social club on a Friday. It's called our Friday Club, and it provides activities for people with learning disabilities. But it not only provides activities for people with learning disabilities, it also provides respite for a few hours in the evening for our carers. And I know that they appreciate that too, don't they, Margot? We have lots of fun. We've just had a Halloween party, everybody dressed up, well, frightening, scary. And our next event is a Christmas picnic, and then a pantomime trip. So everybody has great fun. Thank you very much.
Yet another cheque for £1,000. This one going to Parkinson's Disease Society. So could we please have Norman up from Parkinson's Disease Society?
Well, I've been telling the wife all week that I was coming to this event, and as I went out the door, I said, I'm going to that straw race do. She said, well, they can't have a straw race in the dark, can they? Anyway, for about 15 years, I think now, the straw race has been supporting Keith the Parkinson's group. And during that time, I guess we've had, I don't know, between £5,000 and £10,000. It's unbelievable, really. And we're very grateful for this. It'll be used to hire premises in Keighley and to conduct exercise groups for Parkinson's people, and other funds that we will get hopefully from other people will support outings and transport to get people into our meetings. So we support the Parkinson's people and their carers. Thank you ever so much. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you.
And yet another cheque for £1,000. This one I have for Bradford Disability Sports and Leisure. Right, so could I have Barry up here to collect the cheque?
Can I just say, one thing that you'll read about in the Keithley News this week is we've actually opened, surprisingly, a new club in the wheelchair basketball club, which is one of the first, I think, in the Yorkshire area that's actually enabling us to. We got a bit of money from somewhere, anyway, from Sport UK as a new initiative. So within a 5-mile radius of this area, 70% of the activities of Bradford Disability Sports take part. We've had some real big success working with Greenhead, now University Academy Keighley, which has got some fabulous facilities. We run a Paralympic club, an academy, an aiming high, and now wheelchair basketball in that one place throughout the week over 4 nights. Unfortunately, we don't do the 10-pin bowling in Keighley anymore. Because somebody from down south nicked it. And that's always been one of our top performers, I suppose. Graham's one of our top performers. And he's going to Bath next year, aren't he? Yeah. And it's with the Special Olympics next year, there's no town to host it. Because unlike the Paralympics, we don't get lottery funding. And people need to realise that they get confused between the two. Special Olympics is about set up by the sister of John F. Kennedy to enable people with learning disability or intellectual to actually take part. Things are moving in the right direction, but it's second-class citizens when it comes to funding. I think more funding went to one Paralympian than the whole of the Special Olympics. You know, that in fact was about 10 times as much. It's a bit of core funding. So whatever you do, and you've been magnificent. I thought This, we had a really good check last year, and I thought, well, we're back at 250 quid or something. But well done to all your runners, and thanks for all the organisers. I was actually a bit late tonight because we were doing with the Haworth Fire Rescue thing for closures, so I thought that was quite important. I'd do that bit first before we come up here. So thanks to everybody, thanks to the riders, thanks to all the organisers. Thank you very much.
This one for £1,500 we have very glad to give to the Haworth Riding for the Disabled. So we have James.
Thank you so much to the committee and to all those people who run the straw race. You do a fantastic job. And those of you that raise all that money that you raise, you two guys there, I don't know how you do it. Any tips would be greatly received. Last year you were very generous to us as well, and that money went towards training 2 new horses because unfortunately we'd had some equine bereavements the year before. We've got to a stage now where we've got quite a lot of riders who struggle to actually get on the horses. However, they benefit the most from the therapy when they're actually in the saddle. And our volunteers seem to be getting a little bit older and older and are starting to struggle to actually get those riders lifted onto the horses as well. So this is going to be really, really well spent, and we're going to put this towards a mechanical hoist so we can safely get our riders onto the horses so that they can receive the therapy that they so deserve. So thank you very, very much to everybody. Thank you.
So yes, the pile's empty now. Last but by no means least, we have a cheque for an amazing £2,250, which we're very glad to donate to Manorlands.
Thank you very much to the Strawrace Committee. It's great to be here again. I can't imagine your disappointment last year when I was introduced and my colleague Andrew stepped up. It's me, I'm back again this year. Sorry I couldn't make it last year. This cheque means a lot more to us this year because the recession has finally come and given us a big kick this year, as I'm sure it has for a lot of charities. It costs £2.2 million to run Manorlands and the services that we provide in the community. And we're only funded half of that by the government, and we have to go into talks about that every year, and this year it's looking like we'll get less again. So we have to raise over £1 million, and we're actually forecasting that we're going to be about 200,000 short of that this year. So the recession really has taken effect, so it's really great that you've been able to give us such a big cheque this year, even more than last year. And good to know that the straw race is going from strength to strength. One thing we have found is that people are wanting more for the money, and our event participation is up because people are happy to pay an entry fee and do something that they enjoy doing. So the straw race can hopefully continue to be a success in the future. Thank you.